So for you guys who haven't heard or haven't been paying attention to what's going on the south side, I've been covering the north side and the west side a lot over the last few days, but out south has been a real sad last couple of days. And one of the killings that happened, and I haven't seen any official news reports of this. This was on like social media, but from what I heard, one of the big homies from Hadiway, one of Baudski's big homies, Baudski blew up, was killed, I believe, over by 35th and Rhodes, I think, was the cross street. Shout out to the crime chasers on social media who are uploading the live updates about that. But the intersection that they had given was 35th and Rhodes, and this guy was not a guy that I had ever done videos on. I don't think I ever mentioned his name in videos. I may have mentioned his name like once or twice in the video that I did about Hadiway. If you guys remember, that was a few years ago. People had wanted me to re-upload that video. That video is actually deleted. The footage that I had was from somebody else, so it was copyrighted footage, so I had to take that video down. But hope maybe at some point I'll re-upload that. But Hadiway is a set that's affiliated with FPG, but it's not like the same thing. It's not STL. It's actually the set that FPG Baudski is originally from. It's a little bit south of them, like about a mile south. So more than a little bit. So it's down on like 71st, and it's named after a guy named Mahadi Herring, whose death sparked the war between them and a set of BDs called 400 East. So Baudski was one of like the bigger homies from that set. I've been seeing some stuff online that I want to clear up right away. From what I know, and this is pretty solid, he was not FPG Baudski's brother. Every report that I'm seeing on him on social media says that he was FPG Baudski's brother. That's not true. And this is from like personal conversations that I've had, not social media or the internet or anything. It was like personal people that I've talked to about this. He was not his brother. Neither is Nello and neither is Dusky. I've been seeing guys calling them Baudski's brothers too. No. His brother is Mike from O Block, and then I think that guy, I don't know if Lowski's his brother or not. That one I'm not sure, but Baudski's not. And then also, I've been seeing some reports, some rumors online about stuff that he did in the streets. He's not a known killer. Like, there's no known murders that he did. To my knowledge, he's never killed anybody. If he ever has, then it's not known. Like, it's people kept it a secret. I've seen people on social media talking about this, that it's all wrong. It's all wrong. The people, everybody that they've named as him, like, doing, it's well known who really did it, and it was somebody else. Like, that, none of that is him. That really wasn't his thing. Like, he wasn't one of the, like, shorties that's out here, like, doing drills and stuff. He was more of a laid-back guy, just make money, take care of business. That was it. Like, he wasn't, like, from what I know, this was one of, like, the coolest, most laid-back guys in any of these gangs. Like, he would talk to anybody from any walk of life and, like, be real chill with them. Wasn't a hothead. Like, wasn't, like, one of these guys that likes to show off or flex on social media. He wasn't somebody that, like, just looks for a reason to get on that with you, like a lot of these guys do. Like, a lot of these guys, they're just, like, looking for anything to get on that with. He was not like that at all. He was the type of guy that would, like, squash something before he would, get on that with anybody. Like, everybody who knew him can tell you this. That's really all I can say about about them. But he wasn't real big on, like, the gang stuff. He had kind of like an older guy mentality. So, rest in peace to Baudski, man. I don't know what this was about. I don't know who killed him, but hopefully they'll solve this. It hasn't even been reported, as far as I've seen, by the mainstream media yet. So that's the first one that I want to talk about. But yeah, all the rumors, everything you see online about him, as far as I've seen, is wrong. He's not Baudski's brother. He's not killed anybody, nothing like that. Okay, then there was a teenage girl killed, and another was wounded on Monday night in Inglewood. This was over on 72nd. And this was right by the corner of, like, where like, Brick Squad and Dipset are at. Now, I don't know if this was gang related or not. This was right by the corner of that park over there. I think Hamilton Park. If I got the name of the park wrong, let me know in the comment section. I think it's Hamilton Park. He's right there, and that's, like, Dipset, which is BD's right there. So who did the shooting, I don't know, but the girls were gathered with a group of kids outside. At least one person approached the group and opened fire. The girl was 16. She suffered a gunshot wound to the back and was taken to a hospital where she later died. Another girl was 15. She suffered a graze wound to the left arm, and she's in good condition. So, according to Chicago's violence reduction dashboard, deadly shootings among teens are up 16% compared to 2022, and mass shootings where teens and kids are victims were up 20%. Then we had a woman killed, another woman, and 3 other people, including a child, shot in a shooting on Wednesday afternoon. This was at 3:14 p.m. Police say the 4 victims were standing outside over on 81st. This is in Auburn, Gresham. This is by Racine. Multiple occupants inside of a black vehicle fired shots. A 2-year-old boy was hit once in the foot, so thankfully it was just in the foot. He was taken to the hospital in good condition. A 23-year-old woman was shot multiple times. She was later pronounced dead. A 29-year-old man was struck in the foot, and he's in good condition. So a 62-year-old man was shot in the back, and he's in stable condition. According to the police, the 2 young adults are the parents of the 2-year-old boy. So the 2-year-old just lost his mom, and he was shot as well. Detectives were still at the scene as of 6 p.m. collecting evidence and looking for surveillance video. So rest in peace to that mom, and hopefully that 2-year-old isn't too traumatized by this man. You see the type of stuff that these kids grow up seeing in Chicago, man. This is what that gang stuff leads to. This is why I don't gas these guys up like some of you guys, man. I see on social media, like treating these guys like they're sports stars. I'm telling you, man, this is the type of stuff that this leads to, and it inevitably leads to it. So we also had a mail carrier, a postal worker, a mailman shot during an attempted robbery. This was on the northwest side. Police said the shooting happened over by Kilbourne Park, over by Belmont and Kildare, and this is typically like not that bad of a neighborhood. But 2 people identified only as a male approached a 52-year-old man who's a mailman, and they tried to take his stuff. One of the offenders then opened fire on the mailman, striking him in the leg. So the victim was transported to the hospital in critical condition. There's no offenders in custody. Area detectives are investigating, man. So they shot a mailman, bro. You see what type of stuff is going on here? So then this is just one more update about the West Side shooting that killed the woman, that really gorgeous woman, man, on the West Side, 21 years old. That's actually the second child that their mother has lost, because she lost her son, who was an 18-year-old named Keyshawn, in apparently an argument over something that happened over on the South Side a couple of years ago. So the mom was interviewed, and she said that she's always been a tough parent, but she became even more strict with her girls after her 18-year-old son was fatally shot in 2019. I'm putting up his pic. She said, I don't let them go outside. I've tried, but I just can't. I'd be so afraid of something happening. So she was planning to move back home with her mother on the South Side, but she said we never got there. So her daughter had just gotten a new job with home health care, and she said, I finally found a job that I could do. I found something that I like, and I can do it. Time to get up out those neighborhoods, man. Period, point blank. Lawndale, Inglewood, all those neighborhoods, there shouldn't be nobody living there. I'd be living in a tent or someplace else instead of living there straight up if I had kids. Because, man, it seems like people just, like kids, women just getting shot and killed left and right, man. And, like, innocent, cool dudes like Baudski. I don't know who killed him, man. It blows my mind that there would be anything like that they would have against him other than just, that he was from Hadiway. Because he really wasn't, like, on that type of guy to get on that or do anything to nobody, man. So, anyways, rest in peace to everybody, man. There's your boy, Wednesday Report. I'm out.